Hi, welcome back to my channel. This is my autumn and Halloween walk around Kensington. I'm Claire in the city, and today I'll be looking for spooky streets, haunted places, and cute corners in London. Come with. Our spooky autumnal walk today takes us from High Street Kensington to the elegant Kensington Square Gardens for coffee, croissants, and a wander through the leafy streets that come alive with extravagant Halloween decorations. London was in her moody, misty era, the kind of day that's perfect for a spooky stroll, and I brought my very own friendly ghost along for the ride because every witch needs a sidekick. We'll stroll towards the Royal Albert Hall to check in on its resident ghost before exploring the regal grounds of Kensington Palace Gardens, filled with glorious golden and fiery red leaves and a few royal hauntings of their own. Then we'll head north into the bougie back streets of High Street Kensington, including Phillimore Gardens, a favourite for seasonal displays, before diving into the magical Holland Park. Among its leafy paths and jewel-toned Kyoto gardens, we'll uncover a few more ghostly tales before finishing our route at Holland Park Tube with an optional extra of Notting Hill. This route took us around 22,000 steps, and I wore my pink witch's hat, which I made myself, and I used to live around here, so I'll bring all of my local knowledge. So let's get going. Right, witches, from High Street Kensington Tube, head right past Whole Foods, where you can always grab a pumpkin or two for the season, and turn into Kensington Square Gardens. There's a charming little row of cafes along Thackeray Street. Last year we started this walk at Montparnasse Cafe, but this year we decided to try something new. We popped into Entree Bakery, which has the loveliest pastries. Think mini egg and salmon rolls and a classic pain au chocolat with a perfect frothy coffee. The ideal fuel for a long, witchy wander through Kensington. These streets and the surrounding areas are super pretty, very bougie, very beautiful, and guess what? They really go all out for Halloween. I love creative, modern Halloween decorations, and every year the streets surrounding Victoria Road go big. We're talking on-trend, oversized ghosts, giant spiders, and even the occasional creepy clown. My favourite from last year was a fabulous nod to Beetlejuice, bold, playful, and perfectly spooky chic. You can expect to see decorations like these from about a week before Halloween, but honestly, even outside spooky season, these streets are still worth a wander with their perfectly manicured gardens, charming cafes, and cozy little pubs to stop off along the way. I'm stood outside the very famous Kynance Mews, and this used to have loads of Ginny Creeper over it, but it's all been cut back now. There is some on one of the sides here, so I'll put a little video here, but if you do like that archway vibe, you might want to go to Belsize Park instead, and I'll link a card here to my video that talks about that. It's about a 15-minute walk along Queen's Gate Terrace onto Queen's Gate and finally Kensington Gore. Our next stop is the Royal Albert Hall, and this is one of the most photogenic buildings in London. It is so beautiful and looks beautiful in autumn. Rumour has it, it's even haunted. According to the Royal Albert Hall's own archives, there are stories of two young women known as the Girls who are said to appear in the corridors every year on the 2nd of November just before 2 a.m. Imagine wandering these echoing halls at night and catching a glimpse of them in the dim light. And if that's not enough to give you the chills, the creator of Sherlock Holmes, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, once held a seance right here, calling on the spirits inside these very walls. Some say the ghost of Father Willis, the organ's original designer, still lingers around the pipes of his masterpiece. I mean, if I were him, I'd definitely be popping back to hear some of the classics. So yes, by day, the Royal Albert Hall is one of London's greatest landmarks, but by night, it's straight out of a Gothic novel. And our next stop is just across the road. This is Kensington Palace Gardens, and if there's one place in London I would tell you to come all year round, it's here. It is so beautiful and it's actually quite big. You've got a palace, you've got gardens, you've got lakes. I am biased because I used to live around here, so it used to be like my back garden, so I know every blooming inch of it. We started by coming into where the Albert Memorial is. He's a big golden statue and he looks over the Royal Albert Hall. From there we went to the Italian Gardens. Now this is such a cute spot. There's some Virginia creepers there. There's all the leaves turning reds and browns and yellows and lining the beautiful serpentine which divides Kensington Palace Gardens and Hyde Park. And there's lots of lovely statues there. There's lakes, there's fountains, there's swans. From there, we went down the tree line path back to Kensington Palace, and oh my God, it's so beautiful. Outside of it is the Queen Victoria statue, which you cannot miss. She's always looking over the gardens. She's looking over the round pond, which is surrounded by beautiful golden yellow trees. And there's so many swans, and actually you can catch a really good sunset from there too. You can also see the Peter Pan statue in the gardens, and there's like a horse and a man on it. That's beautiful too. And here we are in the Sunken Gardens, which is like my personal favorite. If you can come here early morning, you might even get it all to yourself. This was Princess Diana's favorite, and rumor has it she used to come and talk to the gardeners. But there's also rumors that Kensington Palace itself is haunted. Let's find out more.
Kensington Palace was the birthplace of Queen Victoria, and famous royal residents included Prince William and Kate, Meghan and Harry, and Princess Diana, who you will find a lovely statue of in the Sunken Garden. Kensington Palace might look like a fairy tale from the outside, but behind those elegant brick walls, it's said to be one of the most haunted royal residences in Britain. The most famous ghost is said to be King George II, who spent his final hours waiting for news from his beloved Hanover, staring out of a window towards the weather vane and repeating, "Why don't they come?" Some say he's still asking to this day. There's also Peter the Wild Boy, Queen Victoria's aunt, Princess Sophia, and Queen Mary II, wife of King William III. You can book a ticket to look round the palace. Just watch out for the ghostly figures. After all those royal ghosts, it felt only right to return to the land of the living. From Kensington Palace, we wandered through the surrounding streets, passing the beautiful St Mary Abbots Church, one of London's prettiest spires, and the charming Petal Vibes florist, which has pumpkins and autumn blooms. I used to take photos every day at this beautiful flower stand when I lived here. Then we stopped for refreshments at my old local, the Elephant and Castle, a cozy pub that's perfect for warming up on a crisp autumn day. From there, we strolled through Phillimore Gardens, one of my favourite Kensington set of streets, where the houses go all out for Halloween. Last year it was packed with life-size skeletons, giant spiders, and crowds of trick-or-treaters on Halloween night. Even in daytime, it's a pretty showstopper. And just beyond, you'll find the entrance to Holland Park, one of West London's most elegant green spaces, complete with peaceful woodland paths and, of course, the stunning Kyoto Gardens. Deep within the park once stood Holland House, a grand Jacobean mansion that was largely destroyed during the Second World War, and it's said to be haunted by none other than Lord Henry Rich, the Earl of Holland, who was executed for treason in 1649. Legend says that before the house was bombed, his headless ghost used to wander the rooms at midnight, carrying his head beneath his arm. Very nearly headless Nick from Harry Potter, but with a much darker twist. And now let's go to the pinnacle of our autumn adventure.
Welcome to the Kyoto Garden, which is in the middle of Holland Park. It's a tiny little Japanese garden, but it's absolutely perfectly formed. It's gathered Instagram pace because it is so bright and vibrant, and you can see at different times of the year. There's also a resident peacock that makes proceedings very beautiful. You can go over to the waterfall over there and cross the bridge, and honestly, it's so beautiful. You've got these yellow leaves and red leaves, and it's so perfect. Definitely come and stop by.
As we leave Holland Park by the north side, the street open up into rows of grand West London houses framed by autumnal leaves. From here you can head home via Holland Park Tube, or keep walking through Clarendon Road, where you'll find a few cozy cafes and independent shops perfect for a post-walk treat. A little further along, Stanley Crescent is one of the prettiest spots in Notting Hill. In autumn, its leaves turn the most incredible golden red, and in spring they burst in pink blossom. It's a perfect way to end a Kensington walk. A little bit of magic, a little bit of mystery, and plenty of London charm. Thank you so much for joining me. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and tell me your favourite autumn walk in the comments. Until next time, stay spooky, stylish, and I'll see you soon.